오늘은 5일차예요. 하루에 기사 하나씩 읽기 5일차인데 오늘은 그냥 제목만 보고 뽑아와서 내용이 뭔지는 모르고 캠핑이랑 글램핑 요거 재밌을 것 같아가지고 이 기사를 뽑아왔습니다. 오늘의 공부를 시작할게요.
Creature comforts.
Creature comfort. Creature comfort. 삶을 안락하게 하는 것. 장비 등등. Creature comfort. Comfort. Creature. Comfort. Creature. Creature. Creature.
Creature.
Creature. Creature. Creature. Creature comfort. 안락한 시설들. Comfort. Comfort. 안락. 편안. Comfort. 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 Creature comfort. 편안. 위로하다. Comfort. 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 편안. 위로하다. 위로하다. 위로가 돼. Creature comfort.
This hotel has all the creature comforts. This hotel has all the creature comforts.
This hotel has all the creature comforts. This hotel has all the creature comforts. 안락한 시설들을 모두 갖추고 있다. Creature comfort. If you like your creature comfort, this is not the place for you. 이거는 너를 위한 장소가 아니야. 뭔가 안락한 것들. 그러니까 creature comfort. 안락하게 하는 것들이지. 뭔가 안락한 것을 좋아한다면 여긴 널 위한 장소가 아니야. 안락하게 하는 거. 안락한 것을 뭔가 안락하고 편한 것. 편한 것. creature comfort. creature comfort. 편한 것. 안락한 것. 이렇게 해석하면 될 것 같아. creature comfort. creature comfort. creature comfort. I love my creature comforts and 이게 뭐야?
Indeed, I love my creature comforts and abhor physical exertion. Indeed, I love my creature comforts and abhor physical exertion.
There are no creature comforts when it comes to shopping in RD. RD에는 쇼핑에 관한 한 안락함이 없다. There are no creature comforts when it comes to shopping in RD. 쇼핑에서는 그런 게 없다. Creature comfort. Actually, all the creature comforts of this trip have been a huge surprise. 어쨌든 안락함이야. 그 다음에 appealing. appealing. 매력적인. 흥미로운.
Appealing.
그러면 is appealing 하고 있어. appealing. 뜻이 두 개구나. 고소하고 그런 거. appealing. 매력적인, 흥미로운. Her simplicity is appealing to me.
Her simplicity is appealing to me.
Her simplicity is appealing to me. Her simplicity is appealing to me. The tales are amusing and appealing.
The tales are amusing and appealing.
The tales are
The tales are amusing and appealing. The tales are amusing.
The tales are amusing and appealing. 어쨌든 흥미를 끈다는 거. That product is not appealing to the customers. 얘는 2랑 같이 많이 써. 그다음에 glamour 이거야. glamour.
glamour,
glamour. 화려함. 화려함. 매력. 또는 뷰티. 귀티. glamour. glamour.
add a cashmere scarf under your jacket for a touch of glamour.
Add a cashmere scarf under your jacket for a touch of glamour. 살짝 붙지가 않도록 for a touch of glamour. For a touch of glamour. 그다음에 downside. downside. 단점. downside. downside. 불리하면 negative side. Something that is considered good. 불리한 면. 덜 긍정적인 면. Downside. A negative side of something that is considered good. Downside. Downside.
Living a dual life has its downside.
Living a dual life has its downside.
The main downside is the satellites are heavier and bulkier.
The main downside, 치명적인 단점은 Is that a downside to schools? It's soft, but there's a downside to it. This is the biggest downside of the item. 어쨌든 단점. Article. Do you like camping or glamping? For many people, camping is a popular outdoor activity. 야외 활동이다. Outdoor activity다. Popular outdoor activity.
Activity.
Activity. A popular outdoor activity. For many people, camping is a popular outdoor activity. Outdoor activity. Popular outdoor activity. Camping is for people who love the outdoors. Camping is for people who 어떤 사람들을 위한 거야. This is for people who. This movie is for people, 사람들을 위한 거야. Who learn English, who studies who study English. Who study English. This movie is for people who study English. This machine is for people who like coffee. This fountain pen is for people who like writing. They like sleeping, playing, eating, and washing in the open air. Or not washing. In the open air. 집 밖에서, 야외에서. In the open air. In the open air. is 집 밖에서, 야외에서. In the open air. In the open air. 집 밖에서 또는 야외에서. They like sleeping in the open air. They like playing in the open air. 밖에서 노는 거 좋아하고 밖에서 자는 거 좋아하고. They like sleeping in the open air. 열려진 공기. They like sleeping in the open air. They like playing in the open air. They like eating in the open air. 밖에서 먹는 거 좋아하고. They like eating in the open air. 딱 in the open air. I like eating in the open air. 밖에서 나 먹는 거 좋아해. I like eating in the open air. 탁 트인 곳에서 먹는 거 좋아해. In the open air. I like eating in the open air. I like eating in the open air. I like studying in the open air. 나는 이렇게 딱 트인 곳에서 공부하는 걸 좋아해. I like 밖에서 뭐 하는 거 좋아해. In the open air. In fact, they often like camping. 종종 좋아하니까. A lot more than staying at home. In fact, they often like camping. They like camping. 캠핑하는 거 좋아해. A lot. 훨씬 more than. Staying at home. 집에 있는 것보다. I like staying at home. 나는 집에 있는 걸 좋아해. Staying at home. 집에서 있다. 집에 꼭 박혀 있다. Stay at home. 그래서 I like staying at home. Staying at home. English studying is for people who like staying at home. In fact, they often like camping. 좋아해. 종종 좋아해. They like camping a lot more. 훨씬 더 좋아해. They like camping a lot more than staying at home. 집에 있는 것보다 더 좋아해. Camping is not always easy. 항상 쉬운 건 아니야. But people who like camping 좋아하는 사람들은 like roughing it. roughing 하는 걸 좋아해? rough? 이거. roughing 한 걸 좋아해. roughing. roughing it. But people who like camping like roughing it. In other words, 다시 말해서. In other words, 다시 말해서. They don't mind leaving their creature comforts at home. 편한 거를 떠나는 걸 꺼리지 않아. They don't mind leaving their creature comforts at home. In other words, 다시 말해서 바꾸어 말하면 In other words, 다시 말해서 바꾸어 말하면 다른 표현으로는 They asked him to leave. In other words, he was fired. 다시 말해서 그는 해고를 당했던 것이다. For example, in other words, so and but are
For example, in other words, so and but are cohesive devices.
Cohesive. In other words, sunlight helps to stop myopia.
In other words, sunlight helps to stop myopia. In other words, sunlight helps to stop.
In other words, 다시 말해서 바꿔 말하면 다른 말로 설명해 줄래? Put it in other words. Please put it in other words. In other words, 바꿔 말하면 그렇게 해줄래? Put it in other words. Put it in other words. In other words, he won't attend. In other words, 다시 말해서, it is a result of pollution. 그 오염의 산물이야. 즉, 이라는 말도 되는구나. 즉. 이것도 In other words, 즉. In other words, we see what we desire. 즉, 우리는 본다. We see what we desire. In other words, an office is a stressful place. In other words, this is to stop a potential pandemic. 어쨌든 그렇고. In other words, 그래서 they don't mind, 꺼리지 않아. They don't mind leaving creature comfort, 편한 거를 떠나지 않아도 돼. They don't mind leaving their creature comfort at home. 집에 있는 편한 것들을 떠나는 게 그렇게 꺼리껴지지 않아. I don't mind leaving my creature comfort at home. I mind leaving my creature comforts at home. 편한 거. Creature comfort. For example, they don't mind sleeping in a tent on the ground. They don't mind sleeping in a tent on the ground. They don't mind sleeping in a tent on the ground or cooking and eating outside in the open air. They don't mind eating in the open air. They don't mind eating outside in the open air. But not everyone likes sleeping on the ground or washing up in a cold lake. But not everyone. 모두가 그런 건 아니야. But not everyone. 하지만 모두가 그런 건 아니야. But not everyone. 근데 전부 다 그런 건 아니야. But not everyone. Not everyone. 전부가 다 그런 거 아니야. But not everyone likes sleeping on the ground or washing up in a cold lake. Wash up? 설거지를 하다. 세수를 하다. 어쨌든 뭔가 씻는 거. But not everyone likes washing up in a cold lake. But not everyone likes sleeping in the open air. Even people who enjoy being out in nature may still like to get a good night's sleep on a soft, comfortable bed. Nature. Even people who enjoy being out in nature. 자연에서 있는 걸 좋아하는 사람조차도 even people 그런 거조차도 even people who enjoy may still 여전히 할 수 있어. In nature 자연에서 being enjoy being out in nature. Being out in nature. Even people, not everyone, but not everyone like sleeping in the open air. Even people who enjoy, even people, 그런 사람들조차도, even people who enjoy being out in nature. 나는 밖에 있는 I enjoy being out. 밖에 있는 걸 좋아. I enjoy being out in nature. I enjoy or I like being out in nature. Anyway, but not everyone 는 이러지 않아. Even people who, 그런 사람들조차도 또 그런 사람이 있어. Even people who enjoy being out in nature may still like, 아마도 계속 여전히 좋아할 수 있어. May still like to get a good night's sleep. May still like to get a good night's sleep. 그러니까는 잘 자고 싶어 해. May still get a good night's sleep. Get a good night's sleep on a soft, comfortable bed. Get a good night's sleep. 잘 자다. Get a good night sleep. Get a good night sleep. 충분히 숙면을 취하다구나. 충분히 숙면을 취하다. Get a good night's sleep. 그러니까는 충분한 수면을 취하다. 그런 사람들조차도 충분히 수면을 취하는 걸 좋아해. 되게 편한 침대에서. Get a good night's sleep. 나는 충분히 수면을 취하지 못하고 있어. I haven't gotten a good night's sleep. 나는 충분한 수면을 취해. I normally get a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep. Good night's sleep.
Get a good night's sleep.
Get a good night.
Get a good night's sleep.
Get a good night's sleep.
So, always get a good night's sleep. So, always get a good night's sleep.
근데 어쩔 땐 S가 붙고 어쩔 땐 S가 안 붙네. Good night. Good night sleep.
Get a good night's sleep every night, dress in warm layers, and eat right, especially a good hot breakfast. Get a good night.
If you're kind of person who thinks that getting up early is a good thing, you need to make sure that you are getting to bed early in order to get a full night of sleep. Come on, just get in and get a good night's sleep. Also, kids need to get a good night's sleep every night. It's hard to get a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep. Did you get a good sleep? 잘 잤어? 그런 말이구나. Did you get a good sleep? Get a good night's good sleep. night을 뺄 수가 있구나. Did you get a good sleep? 잠은 좀 잤어? Did you get a good sleep? 잘 잤어? 잘 잔 거야? I wish you a good night's sleep. Did you have a good night's sleep? Did you get a good sleep? Did you have a good night's sleep? 이거는 이거구나. Did you have a good night's sleep? 안녕히 주무셨어요? 잘 잤어요? Did you have a good night's sleep? Did you have a good night's sleep? 자, 모든 사람이 이런 건 아니야. But not everyone. Even people who 사람도 may still 할 수 있어. But not everyone. But not everyone. But 모두 다 전부가 좋아하는 건 아니야. But not everyone can 부정이 But not everyone can study all day long. Study English all day long. 하루 종일 할 수 있는 건 아니야. Even people who want to study English, 영어를 하고 싶은 사람들조차도 may 할지도 몰라. Still may not have enough time. Even people 같은 얘기가 와요. 그러니까는 not everyone can study English all day long. 할 수 있는 건 아니야. 모두가 다 영어할 수 있는 건 아니야. 근데 even people who can study English all day long 하루 종일 할 수 있는 사람조차도 그러네 이게 이렇게 같은 내용이 와야 되구나. but 모두가 좋아하는 건 아니야. 근데 할 수 있는 게 아니야. 근데 even people who can study English all day long, 전부 할 수 있는 사람조차도 need to take a break. 쉬는 게 필요해. 뭔가 not even, not everyone can. 전부 다 좋아하는 건 even people, 그런 사람들조차도 같은 내용을 봐야 돼. 근데 또 이럴 수가 있어. For these types of people, 이런 유형의 사람들은 for these types of people, for these types, 이런 유형의 사람들 for these types of people, 사람들 중에 사람들 중에 이런 유형 for these types of people, 이런 유형의 사람들은 for these types of people, for these types of people, glamping may be more appealing. 좀 더 매력적일 수가 있어. glamping may be more appealing. 좀 더 매력적이고 흥미로울 수 있어. glamping은 may 할 거야. may be more appealing for these types of people. For these types of people. For these types of people. 이런 유형의 사람들은 for these types of people, glamping combines, 합쳤어. two other words, 서로 다른 언어를 합친 거야. glamping은 combines, 합쳤어. 뭘 합쳤냐면 two other words, 두 개의 다른 단어를 뭘 합친 거냐면 glamour, 화려함, 매력, 뷰티 이런 거, and camping. glamour이랑 캠핑이랑 합친 거야. combines. 이 단어는 이 두 단어가 합쳐진 거야. 뭐가 있지? 어쨌든 glamping combines two other words, thing and thing. glamping combines two other words, glamour and camping. combines two other words. 이거는 두 단어를 합친 거야. 두 단어를 합쳤어. combines two other words, glamour and camping. It's pretty much the same as camping. 이거는 캠핑이랑 거의 흡사해. It's pretty much the same. 이거는 같아. 거의 흡사해. Pretty much the same. 거의 흡사해. As camping. It's pretty much the same as camping. It's pretty much the same as camping. 캠핑이랑 거의 흡사해. It's pretty much the same as camping. 이거는 뭐랑 거의 흡사해. It's pretty much the same. Pretty much. 엄청. It's pretty much the same. 이거 아주 흡사해. It's pretty much the same as camping. It's pretty much the same as 그거는 서울과 거의 비슷해. It's pretty much the same as Seoul. It's pretty much the same as it always was. 그 원래 그랬던 거랑 비슷해. It's pretty much the same as it always was. It's pretty much the same as it was. 이거 원래 그랬던 거랑 되게 비슷해. It's pretty much the same. It always was. It's pretty much the same as when you left. 너가 떠났을 때랑 거의 똑같아. 이 방이. It's pretty much the same as when you left. 너가 떠났을 때랑 거의 비슷해. It's pretty much the same. 거의 똑같아. As when you left. 여기서 끊을 수가 있어. It's pretty much the same as any mom of two? 두 아이의 다른 엄마들과 거의 비슷하다. Any mom of two. 두 아이를 가진 엄마들. It's pretty much the same as any mom of two. It's pretty much the same as that. 그거랑 거의 똑같아. It is pretty much the same as the product. 그 제품이랑 이거랑 거의 흡사해. It is pretty much the same as. It is pretty much the same as. It's pretty much the same as the image. The sales are pretty much the same as before. 판매가 그전이랑 더 비슷해. The sales are pretty much the same as before. As before. 그거 전이랑. As when you left. 이런 식으로 돌아갈 수가 있고. It's pretty much the same as. It's pretty much the same as. 거의 흡사해. It's pretty much the same. 뭐랑 거의 흡사해. But without all of the downsides. 근데 단점이 없어. Without all of the downsides. It has become very popular with tourists who want to enjoy the outdoors while still having comfortable accommodation. It has become very popular. 되게 유명해졌어. It has become very popular. It has become popular. 유명해졌어. It has become popular. It has become popular. Become popular with tourists who want to enjoy the outdoors. 밖에 있는 사람들이랑 하는 who want to enjoy 바깥 활동을 즐기고 싶은 여행객들에게 유명해졌는데 반면에 while still having comfortable accommodation 편안한 숙박시설을 갖고 싶어하는 반면 바깥 활동도 하고 싶어하는 여행객들에게 되게 유명해졌어. However, 그러나 some people say that glamping isn't real camping. 진짜 캠핑이 아니라고 그렇게 말해. Now there is no reason you have to choose between camping and glamping. 선택해야 될 이유가 없어. Now there is no reason. 이유 없어. You have to choose. 꼭 선택해야 될 필요 없어. There is no reason you have to choose between camping and glamping. Perhaps 아마도 you like to do both. 아마 넌 둘 다 좋아할 거야. Perhaps you like to do both. You have your feet in both camps. Have one's feet. Have one's feet. 뭔 말이지? Now you have your feet in. Have your feet. 그렇게 해야 돼. 알아서 자립해야 돼. Now you have your feet in both camp. 둘 다 해보라는 소리일까? You have your feet in both camps. This means you are supporting or are involved with competing sides, or at least two very different sides. This means you are supporting. 너가 supporting 하는지. You are supporting 하는지. You are supporting or be involved in be involved in
Be involved in.
be involved in or you are involved in competing size. Compete size? Compete size. Or at least two very different sides. Sometimes we use this expression when supporting both sides is a good thing. 말이지? Sometimes we use these expressions. 이런 표현을 사용해. When supporting both sides. 지지하는 게 is a good thing. For example, let's say two friends of yours are having a big fight. Have a big fight. And they stop talking to each other. 서로 말을 안 해. They stop talking to each other. You, however, want to stay out of the fight. You want to stay out of the fight, so you talk with both of them. 둘 다 얘기할 거야. You keep your feet in both camps. 그러면 너는 you keep your feet in both camp. 두 군데 다 발을 담그는 거야. 그래? Now there's no reason you have to choose between camping and glamping. Perhaps you'd like to do both. You have your feet in both camps. I have my feet in both camps. 캠프에 담갔어. 죽은데다. I have my feet in both camps. 죽은데다. This means you are supporting or are involved with the competing sides, or at least two very different sides. Sometimes we use this expression when supporting both sides a good thing. 그러니까 you have your feet in both camp를 이럴 때 사용한다는 거지. Keep talk with talk stop talk. Stop talking to each other. 말하는 거를 더 이상 서로 말해. Stop talking to each other. And stay out of the fight. I want to stay out of the fight. 그러니까 싸움에서 빠지고 싶어. I want to stay out of the fight. And you talk with both of them. I keep my feet in both camps. 이렇게 have를 안 써도 되는구나. Keep your feet in both camps. 이런 표현이 있어. 두 가지. When supporting both sides is a good thing. What two words is glamping? What two words is glamping a combination of? 어떤 거의 조합인가요? What two words is glamping a combine of? 어떤 두 단어가 합쳐졌나요? What two words is glamping a combine of? Combine of two words. Glamping is a combination. Glamping is a combination of two words, glamour and camping. Who is glamping popular with? People who like an outdoor. People who like outdoor activities while they still want to have a good night's sleep, want to have a good accommodation, have a good accommodation. In other words, people who like in other words, glamping is for people who like being outside in nature while they want to have creature comfort. Creature comfort. Creature comfort. Creature comfort. Creature comfort. have랑 잘 어울리는구나. have creature comfort. 그 다음에 편안한 것을 좋아한다. like creature comfort. like have miss 그립다. 편안한 게 그립다. appreciate. have랑 잘 어울리는구나. like have. What does it mean to have your feet in both camp? If I can choose one of them, and when I like both of them, I can say I have my feet in both camps. My feet in both camps. When was the last time you went camping? 언제가 was the last time you went camping? Where did you go? The last time. My last time I went camping was about 2 years ago, but my husband, I don't like sleeping in the open air, so we just followed my family who likes camping, and we had dinner with them, and we went back to our home. don't know. I can say it was my camping, but that is my last time I went camping. Do you enjoy being out in nature? If so, how often do you get a chance to do so? If not, why not? I like being out in nature, but I don't like sleeping in the open air. I don't like sleeping outside. I just being out in nature in the daytime. 한낮이 뭐였지? Get a chance to do so. In your opinion, what are the biggest downside of camping? Please explain your answer. What are the biggest downsides of camping? 왜 downsides가 뭐야? What is the biggest downsides of camping? What are the biggest downsides of the camping? 단점이 뭐라고 생각해? What are the cons of camping? I think the biggest downsides of the camping is that I can't have creature comfort like comfort bed and shower booth or something, and I don't like bugs, so I can say two things. The biggest downsides of camping are bugs, and the thing that I can't have comfortable bed. Have you ever been glamping? If so, did you enjoy it? If not, would you like to try it? I've never been glamping, but if I get a chance to do that, I'd like to try it. What do you make of the claim that glamping isn't really camping? What do you make the claim? Make of the claim? Make of the claim? Make of the claim. 그렇구나. Make the claim. Make the claim. Make the claim. Make the claim. 주장을 펼치니. What do you make the claim that glamping isn't really camping? I agree. Glamping is not real camping. If glamping is the same as camping, why does it have another name? So I think they have different traits. So glamping isn't really camping. That is correct. Is camping a popular outdoor activity in your country? Is camping a popular outdoor activity in your country? Please explain your answer. Yes, camping is a popular outdoor activity, especially these days. 특히 요즘에 유명해졌지. 특히 요즘. Especially in these times. Especially these days. 특히 요즘에. Yes, camping is becoming and camping become a popular outdoor activity, especially these days. Please explain. Which of your creature comfort? Creature comfort. 야, 뭐가 너의 creature comfort야? Creature comfort. Comfort. Which of your creature comfort? 갑자기 발음이 헷갈리지. Which of your creature comforts would you miss the most if you were to go on a week-long camping trip? Which of your creature comfort would you miss? 그리울 것 같아. Would you miss the most? 가장 그리울 것 같아. Miss the most. If you were 너가 간다면 if you were to go on a week-long camping trip 일주일 캠핑을 간다면 which of your creature comforts would you miss the most? 그렇게 할 것 같아. Miss the most. If you were to go on a week-long camping trip 일주일짜리를 간다. Go on 간다. A week-long camping trip을 간다. Go on a week-long camping trip. A week-long camping trip I would miss the most. One of the most missing creature comfort would be my bedroom, my comfortable bed, or come to think of it, I think I would miss the most the bathroom. on camping site, as I experienced, the bathrooms are poor, so I would miss the most my bathroom and shower room. Do you know how to start a campfire? If so, who taught you? If not, would you like to learn? Well, I don't like to learn. Someone will light the fire. Catch the fire. What parts of your country would you recommend to tourists who love the outdoors? Why? I'm sorry about this question because I'm not a camping person, so I don't know the good place. I don't know any good places for camping, so I have nothing to tell you. 5. A day spent in nature can do more for the body and soul than any drug. Unknown. Do you agree with this statement? Why not? I agree because when I'm out in nature, I feel fresh and I feel comfortable. So, like this saying, a day spent in nature can do more for the body and soul than any drug. I totally agree. 오늘도 데이 5 공부를 끝냈고요. 역시나 모르는 단어가 많았고 안다고 생각했던 발음 중에도 틀린 게 있었다는 것도 또 이번에도 깨달았어요. 예를 들면 creature comfort 이런 것도 발음 기호를 찾아보니 미묘하게 좀 다르게 발음하고 있다는 걸 알았고 여기서 주된 키워드는 아니었지만 숙면을 취하다, 충분히 숙면을 취하다 라는 표현도 알게 돼서 좀 기분이 좋았어요. Get a good night's sleep. 이게 충분히 숙면을 취하다 라는 뜻이고 나 충분히 못 잤어 라고도 말할 수 있을 것 같아요, 앞으로. 그 다음에 안녕히 주무셨어요? 잘 잤어요? 이런 표현이 Did you get a good night's sleep? 이렇게 하면 된다는 거. 아니면 Did you have a good night's sleep? 이렇게 하면 된다는 것도 알게 돼서 좋았고 글램핑이 glamour and camping의 합성어라는 것도 알게 됐고 그리고 이 표현을 알게 돼서 좋았던 게 It's pretty much the same as 이 표현을 알게 돼서 너무 좋았어요. 이거랑 거의 흡사해 라는 표현인데 가끔 써먹을 것 같더라고요. 이 제품은 저거랑 거의 흡사해 이런 식으로 It's pretty much the same as the product 이런 식으로 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 오늘도 여기서 이렇게 좋은 표현들 많이 알게 됐고 제가 이렇게 형광펜으로 칠해놓은 거는 통째로 외우고 싶은 것들이에요. 관리소에서 방송 나오네. 끊게요. 안녕.